6:44 here, Big 550 KTRS. Well, one of the nice things no, really not. One of the only things that John Carney did for me was introduce me to this neighborhood joint 15, 16 years ago, and I've been going back ever since. It's a little place on Manchester called Failoni's, and Alex, Vic, and Joey, welcome to the Big 550 KTRS.
You. Thanks for having us.
You guys, all right. You guys are talking a mile a minute when you're at Failoni's. Here, you're all quiet, so don't. You're allowed to talk here. It is talk radio. All right. So first of all, congratulations, 100 years. Your mother was telling me the story. She lived in Kansas City, and then met a Failoni.
My uncle.
Your uncle.
My Uncle Leo.
And then took the train, got off the train, and started working at Failoni's day one. Right? Was that the story?
Yeah.
No? You're looking at me like I'm crazy here. Maybe your mother should be on the show. Wasn't that the story?
They were trying to fix her up with my father.
They were trying to fix her up with their father. Okay.
So she would drive by Failoni's on the train.
Right.
And she would see that little bar, and she would think, oh, that guy they want to fix me up with runs that little place there.
Right.
And little did she know that someday she'd be, top chef.
And her uncle.
And there she goes, yeah.
And her uncle lived right down the street from the bar.
Right. Okay.
On the back end, off Waldemar.
All right.
So it was kind of real close, and my grandmother lived at the place. So.
Yeah. 100 years ago, who started it?
Our grandfather.
Grandfather. And across the street was a munitions plant?
Skull and Steel.
So talk about that for a second.
They made, go ahead, Al.
They made chassis and stuff for the railroad.
For the railroad.
Right.
Didn't they make bombs for Europe at some point?
No, that was the small arms plant that's down on Southwest.
Okay. All right.
Where
good.
Major Brands is now.
Okay. And then they all went to lunch at Failoni's.
Correct.
Okay. And then, of course, when did the music come?
Mid-'80s.
Mid-'80s? Yeah. And then when did the Failoni's realize that they had petulant for song? I mean, when did you grow up singing the whole time?
Negative.
No.
About 30 years old when I started singing.
30 years old, somebody handed you a microphone and said, start singing Sinatra.
We had an accordion player.
That's how it started.
Even harder.
With an accordion player.
That's how it all started.
Right.
And he got Alex up on a Thursday.
Oh, he drove me crazy. My mom sang, my father sang, my uncle sang. He goes, and every time I'd be working behind the bar, he goes, "What the hell do you do?" And I go, "Oh."
His name was Don Kotzman.
Yeah, and he just kept on. "Don't you sing?" Well, a friend of mine happened to be in there one day, and he's sitting at the bar drinking early, and I'm tending bar, and Don starts with his same thing he did every day of the week, especially when he was playing music, and my buddy goes, "Oh, he can sing." And I go, "Don't tell him that." Do not tell him that. He goes, "I hear him sing with the jukebox."
Right.
He goes, "He can sing New York, New York." Oh, well, that just opened a can of worms.
And 8,000 times later, New York, New York is a staple at Failoni's. So who thought of the idea of hiring an accordion?
My father.
Yeah.
And
my father.
Yeah. And then, okay, so now it's a staple. I mean, now it's just part of the fabric of St. Louis. 100-year celebration going on all weekend long, right?
Saturday's the big day.
Saturday's the big day. But tonight, Friday, Saturday, come raise a glass for one of the great institutions here in St. Louis.
Thank you, yes.
All right. Thursday nights is known as Cougar Night at Failoni's. Is that true or false, Joey?
Here we go.
Is that true or false?
Yeah, some say.
Rumors are.
I
say.
Yes.
I have heard that Thursday nights is Cougar Night at Failoni's. But Thursday nights, sort of that. I guess the best way to put it is it's a family place to go and dance like no one's watching.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right? Whether it's Friday night, Thursday night, Tuesday night, or whatever else.
Correct.
Good music, good food, hang out.
Yeah. Where does Tom Kelly come into all this?
He started about 23 years ago. He was singing Thursday and Friday nights for quite a while. And before that, he just came in for karaoke. And my brother and I were like, God, this guy's pretty good.
So he was just coming in to sing karaoke?
Right. And my dad loved him.
Right.
So my father says to me, and he was sitting with Tom, he goes, he's like the board of directors.
Yeah.
We're sitting at the back table. And he says, I'm tired of all these other things going on. He says, I want you to sing here. Tom goes, well, I don't have any equipment. He said, go buy some.
Right.
I'll make sure you got the equipment.
Right.
So Tom went out and got equipment. And
he's off and running.
And he's off and running. My father said, you better stay here.
So
every Friday.
So he's there. He's not on there Thursdays.
Right. He left Thursdays about 13 years ago or so. But
So he does Fridays and
just Fridays.
just Fridays now.
About 22, 23 years.
Right. And okay, now let's talk about the back patio too, because the back patio is open. If I need to use a porta potty, where's the porta potty from?
R&R.
R&R Sanitation. Right.
There it
We need to take care of the other sponsors.
You got
I wondered
you were
where,
going there.
I wondered where you were going with this. I'm going, where's the porta potty?
R&R.
Well, believe it or not, some people actually pay to be on the show. R&R Sanitation being one of them. Joey, how did you get involved in all this? Because you're the next generation.
I am. I'm the fourth generation. But really, honestly, I've been running around that bar my whole life.
Right.
Following my mom when she was waiting tables. And then I was bussing at a young age.
Right.
And then it just kept leading on and on to bar backing. And then I go to college for 4 years, realized this is not my cup of tea.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going, my uncle called me. He's like, we're starting a pizza place.
Right.
I said, done. And I was like,
Right. All right.
graduated on a Sunday. I believe I was working full time on a Monday.
Okay.
So-
Now, you also have a set, too, Thursday night or Friday nights when I go. It's what, starts 10 o'clock-ish, 10:30-ish?
Yeah.
Right? And
About
you
10:30.
got a little Black Eyed Peas in you?
I try to get the crowd jumping,
Right.
Make the floor
And
shake a little bit.
There's a video of you at your wedding
Yes,
doing
right.
the Black Eyed Peas,
was my entrance.
which is actually pretty good. It's actually not bad.
It was my entrance song. It was
Yes.
worked out pretty good.
And you married a girl from Kansas City, too, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
My wife is from Kansas City.
Just like your grandmother was from Kansas
Exactly,
City. Yeah, so
exactly.
it's all in the family. All right. So, Failoni's on Manchester. It's an institution. Congratulations. We guys want to get you on just to give you a shout out because it's a great St. Louis family story. Give you a little attention. So it's really, you don't have to show up this weekend, but you want to swing by, enjoy the festivities. Everyone's welcome, right? It's a place everyone knows your name, right? These places don't really exist anymore.
Correct.
Yeah, it's one of those neighborhood joints where everyone knows your name. I have one on the record that I've never, ever, ever been overserved at Failoni's.
We'll testify.
False.
I've been kicked out a couple of times, but I've never been overserved. And yes, Uber pulls right up to the front door. All right, so let's get the pizza place. Where's the pizza place? Let's give a shout out for the pizza place.
Pizza place is at on Lynn Ferry. It's 1 block north of Lindbergh off of Tesson Ferry.
Okay,
Excuse me.
And the name of that is
Uncle Leo's.
Uncle Leo's. And then you got Failoni's on Manchester and what's the
3 blocks east of McCausland.
3 blocks east of McCausland, across the street from there was an old Kmart there, right?
Correct.
Right.
Kmart's still there.
Kmart's still there. There was an old
The
Sam's
old Skull
Club.
and Steel.
There you go. All right. Anything else we need to know? Nothing. Come one, come all, right?
We love meeting new
Come on, come
customers.
on.
That's right.
We're welcoming.
We're welcoming. Yes, you are. You guys really haven't met a stranger, right? You guys don't know any strangers. Everybody's welcome. It's one of those great places. The minute you walk in, you'll say, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about." Congratulations, guys! 100 more years. Great family. Thank you for your friendship throughout the years, and I'll see you soon.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Vic, Alex, and Tony. Who's Tony? Vic, Alex, and Joey. Joey is the young one. He's Pork Chop, for those who don't know, and he has your cousin is Lamb Chop, right?
Lamb Chop,
Right,
yeah.
he's got Lamb Chop. All right, so we got Pork Chop, Lamb Chop, Alex, and Vic. Guys, thanks for coming in. 9:52 here, Big 5.